had a plan to make a video about a YouTuber called Caleb Hammer. I also had a plan of making a YouTube video about Adam 22 or No Jumper, mainly about them being weirdos and how weird they are. Now, a lot of people don't really know too much about Caleb Hammer and his whereabouts, or how he's interested in little boys, or like his group chat screenshots that got released about him being into little kids, man. And I did want to bring light to that, and I will be giving links to the videos that can explain it. It has a lot more research to provide better than I can. We could talk about Adam 22 all day, about how he's a creep and how, back in the day he linked up with a 16-year-old girl. More people are familiar about that. I want to bring light to Caleb Hammer more, because I don't hear about it a lot, about Caleb Hammer being a pedophile, and it doesn't seem like YouTube seems to care, because he has millions of subscribers and he makes them a lot of money, and so obviously they're not gonna like press the issue on some of the weird shit that he's been up to. Not really into him being like a dickhead, because a lot of people hate him and his attitude and his content. I don't really care about him enough to talk about his personality. I more so want to bring attention to the abuse that he's into and how he's actually harming people and affecting lives, and doesn't really seem to care about that. So I want to give up the first at least 2 minutes of this video to acknowledge Caleb Hammer, you are a weirdo. This is nothing new. You're very aware of the fact that you're a weirdo, and people around you are aware of the fact that you're a weirdo. But when you have weirdos in a concentrated area, it seems normal. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know what I'm saying? A bigger point that I want to make is that the more and more I get on the internet, and the more and more I scroll, I start seeing pedophilia way more. And it's making me very uncomfortable. You got our president, a sitting president, being exposed for pedophilia. You got former presidents, Bill Clinton, being exposed for pedophilia. You got people that are in very high places with a lot of power being exposed for pedophilia. You got people on a smaller level, but also has a lot of money, like YouTubers or artists or whoever, being exposed for pedophilia. And you got people even within our neighborhoods, people that give Skeeter Jean and Dads Against Predators and Gideon and numerous other channels a career based off of pedophilia. There's probably hundreds of YouTube videos centered around catching preds. Okay, I just have to say a couple of things about it, because that type of stuff is just vile, man. It's disgusting, and it's a seeping disease rotting our society from the inside out. Pedophilia will be the end of this fucking country, my nigga. Trump will do anything to stop himself from being exposed for being a pedophile, a rapist. That's what that is. That's really what that is. If you're a pedophile, if you're a person that is into kids, you are a rapist, because a child does not have consent. They do not have the ability to say, yes, I'm okay with this, because they do not understand the concept of sexual actions and the emotional and mental depth that it can take to be intimate with another person. Sex is way more than physical. It can be mental and even spiritual for a lot of people. Kids can't fathom that shit. They can't put it in their mind like what they're actually doing. You know what I'm saying? You ever did something as a kid and you didn't know the gravity in which, like, or like the consequence of your actions? You just kind of did it because you thought you should or whatever. That's what's going on here. It's disappointing. It's disgusting. I find it repulsive. I find it gut-wrenching. I don't understand why people like Caleb Hammer or just your local guy down the street is so attracted to people that look like they can be like your little brother, if they have little siblings. People that just look innocent, bro. And it's so common that you really have to get into the depth of why. Like, it's not just it's something deeper, man. Let me talk to the pedophiles real quick, and then I'm gonna transition to talking to normal people like you and me, right? If you're a person that's if you're a minor attracted person, listen up. You might need to consider castration, okay? you might need to consider putting yourself in jail, man. What you're dealing with is a mental illness that affects people on multiple levels more than you can ever really care about. Your sexual desires are not to be placed on a minor who doesn't understand what's going on to them, okay? What you have in you is a fucking hex or some shit. I don't know what that shit is, okay? And I'm not trying to be, it's weird, man. Like, I really don't care about disrespecting people that are into kids, but for the sake of this being like a YouTube video, I don't want to come off as a bully, because you cannot live your life as a person that is okay with hurting other people just for your own personal gratification. It can't happen, man. It can't happen. If I found out somebody that I knew in my personal life was a pedophile, I'll beat the brakes off of them. Honestly, I don't care about no consequence. If I have a partner and I go through his phone and I see some shit with kids in it, for one, he is not my partner. And for two, me and him gonna we gonna have to fight, bro. I don't see myself as I see myself as just a person that's about good, right? I am who I am. I can be bad, I can be good. But one thing that I'm not about is harming innocent people and shit like that. Children who can't defend themselves and shit like that. So if you're into harming kids, you need to be dealt with. You need to run into dads against predators or the cartel, honestly. And right now, I bet you're having a real good time, because right now you have never felt more free in your life. For the first time, you're able to go into group chats and talk about children openly. You know what I'm saying? For the first time in your life, you're realizing that billionaires and millionaires are into the same kind of stuff you're into. It's okay, because your time is gonna come. And I'm talking to all of y'all, every single person that is into kids, bro. You need to DEL your shit. You need to backspace your shit, honestly. Talking to my normal people, okay? We gonna leave the pedophiles. They already done disliked the video. They already done clicked off this bit. And I'm talking to normal people. If you have kids or younger siblings, check their devices. Check their games. Look who they're talking to. If they have a headset on, tell them to turn their headset to where they can listen through the game and TV at the same time. Because predators like to target kids where kids are vulnerable, and 9 times out of 10, unsupervised. You're not going to be able to stop the predators. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be able to stop them. Skeeter Jean and everybody, they're going to have jobs for the rest of their lives. Okay? Only thing that we can do is protect our kids and to show them, hey, this is what you do. This is how you protect yourself, and find ways to protect your kids. Make sure your kids aren't on apps like Snapchat, Telegram, Discord, Reddit. Your kids shouldn't be on apps like that at all. Okay? My main point is that find what works best for you so you can protect your kids from ending up at fucking Epstein's Island. Okay? Now, if your kid gets kidnapped, tell your kid to fight for their life, because they gonna die regardless. If your kid get kidnapped, fight for your life. If they kill you, nigga, you gonna be dead. They gonna rape you and then kill you. So what the fuck are we talking about? And we, you know what I'm saying, we're being real. I just have to make this video, man, because I see so much pedophilia from all kinds of levels. It doesn't matter how much money you're making. It doesn't matter what position you have. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter. There's pedophiles every step of the way, from the president to your fucking neighbor, bro. It's like an infestation at this point. It's not even cool. It's not even funny. Like, I thought it was something like, oh my God, what the fuck, he's such a weirdo. Nah. No, they're really trying to have a sexual moment. I don't even want to laugh. But they're really trying to have a sexual moment with a minor. A minor. Yeah. Like, you know how, like, I don't know who's watching, but you know how like you see somebody you're attracted to and you want to like do things with them naturally. You're like, oh my gosh, she has such a fat ass. It's amazing. You know what I'm saying? Wow, she looks great out. You know what I'm saying? Or you know, you're with your homeboy and you start talking about the girls at the job, like, man, Keisha, I'm telling you, Keisha black. You know, stuff like that. That's how they feel about kids, bro. Kids, minors, like talking about 15, 14, 13, 16. Keep your heads up, man. It's your boy UFO.